Okay, so why do this exercise? What's the value? What's the benefit of doing this? Well, when you list out the 8 things you did well in your match, regardless of the outcome, what you're doing is a thing called a transderivational search. And all that fancy word means is you're doing like a Google search inside your own mind, inside yourself, and you're searching for what you did well. And the benefit of this is you're strengthening the neural connections in your neurology and physiology. And it's a little bit like gluing something. So in the technical word, it's called myelinating. And why this is cool, or why this is helpful to you as a player, is because you want to strengthen the things you're doing well. Typically what players and coaches tend to do is they'll focus on what they didn't do well, and they'll blow it up and magnify it. And there's some benefit in doing that, but it also has a downside to it because you're focusing your attention on what didn't work, which means you're strengthening what didn't work unless you're specifically changing it. So by doing this and building on the foundations of what you did well and having this as a discipline, again, you're strengthening those neural connections. It also feels good, so it's encouraging to you. And there's been quite a few studies done around this with amazing results. So in the US in particular, quite a number of colleges where the teams weren't doing well. They'd been sucking for a few seasons, and they thought, okay, something's got to change. What's going wrong here? And they did some case studies where they brought in a mindset expert to help them focus on and shift their attention, which is shifting a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. It's just like the focus lens, like this camera's looking at me now. It's shifting to focus from the mistakes, from the failures, from the things they're doing poorly to, hey, let's build upon what we're doing well. So what they found is some of these college teams went from the worst to the best. Now, I'm not saying just focusing on the positive is going to get you that result, but it's certainly powerful and effective, both from a neuroscience perspective and from live case studies. So that's the value of this. That's why this is important. And what I want you guys doing is, regardless of outcome, looking for 8 things you did well. Those things could be mindset, and they could be technical things. It could be, hey, look, I got my serve in at deuce, for example. No big deal, but hey, I did it. I showed up. I fought well regardless even if I lost. If I won easily, I kept up the intensity really well. So again, you're building the muscle of what you did well.